All right, Blue Jays faithful, let me ask you this straight up, no sugarcoating. How many more gut punches can this fan base take before we finally get some clarity, some certainty in this absolutely roller coaster of an offseason? Are we truly staring down the barrel of a future without Bichette, the electric shortstop who has been the heartbeat of this team for years? All while the whispers of a World Series champion joining our ranks grow louder? It's a paradox, a cruel twist of fate, and frankly, it's enough to drive any true Blue Jays fan absolutely bonkers. Just when we thought we had a clear vision, a dual-threat dream of landing both Bichette on a long-term deal and bringing in a superstar like Kyle Tucker, the entire narrative has been flipped on its head. It feels like we're constantly being pulled in two different directions, celebrating one potential win, only to have another, equally significant, loss loom large. The initial confidence, the swagger that permeated the early days of free agency, suggesting the Blue Jays could pull off a monumental double play by securing both of these generational talents, now seems like a distant, almost naive memory. We were told, we believed, that the financial might and the strategic ambition of this organization were aligned to make a truly historic splash, to build a roster that would not just contend, but dominate for years to come. The vision was clear, a dynamic, homegrown star locked in, complemented by an elite, proven winner from the outside. It was a blueprint for sustained excellence, a promise of a dynasty in the making. But then, as it always seems to happen in the high-stakes world of MLB free agency, a new piece of the puzzle emerged. One that, while exciting in its own right, has undeniably complicated the grand design. The signing of Japanese slugger Kazuma Okamoto, a move that undoubtedly adds significant power and presence to the lineup, has, according to veteran MLB insider Jim Bowden, effectively forced the Blue Jays to choose. It's no longer a question of both, but a stark, agonizing either/or. Bowden, speaking with his characteristic bluntness on foul territory, laid it out for us. It takes them out of doing both Tucker and Bichette, but it doesn't take them out of doing one or the other. Think about the weight of that statement, folks. It's a strategic pivot, a recalibration of priorities that has sent shockwaves through the fan base. While Okamoto is a fantastic addition, his arrival and the significant financial commitment he represents has seemingly closed the door on the possibility of a truly unprecedented offseason haul. And this, my friends, brings us to the precipice of a truly heartbreaking reality. The recent developments surrounding Bichette are, to put it mildly, not encouraging for anyone hoping to see him remain in a Blue Jays uniform for the foreseeable future. The buzz, the whispers, the concrete reports, they all point to a growing chasm between Bichette and the organization that drafted him, developed him, and watched him blossom into one of the game's most exciting shortstops. It's a bitter pill to swallow, a stark reminder of the cutthroat nature of professional sports, where sentiment often takes a backseat to strategic financial decisions and market dynamics. The emotional investment we've all poured into Bo, watching his incredible plays, his clutch hits, his undeniable passion for the game, now feels like it's hanging by a thread. The thought of him donning another team's colors, of his signature swagger gracing a different dugout, is almost unbearable. This isn't just about a player. It's about a symbol, a connection to the future, and the potential loss of a fan favorite who has truly embodied the spirit of this team. The stage is set for a dramatic, potentially heartbreaking conclusion to one of the most talked-about sagas of the Blue Jays offseason. Let's dissect this piece by agonizing piece, because the devil, as they say, is in the details. Jim Bowden's pronouncement on foul territory wasn't just a casual observation. It was a strategic insight from a man who understands the intricate dance of MLB front offices. The Okamoto signing, while a clear power upgrade, carries a significant financial commitment, one that, when combined with the existing payroll and the desire to maintain future flexibility, creates a very real constraint. It's not about a lack of desire to retain Bichette or acquire Tucker. It's about the cold, hard realities of a salary cap, even if it's a soft one, and the luxury tax thresholds that loom large over every major league organization. The Blue Jays, by bringing in Okamoto, have effectively allocated a substantial portion of their remaining big splash budget, forcing them to prioritize. This isn't a failure of ambition, it's a consequence of strategic choices, And those choices, while potentially leading to a stronger overall roster, come with difficult trade-offs. And the most immediate and perhaps most painful trade-off appears to be Bichette. The reports are no longer just speculative whispers, they are concrete, verifiable movements. USA Today's Bob Nightingale, a reporter with an impeccable track record, dropped a bombshell that has sent shivers down the spines of Blue Jays fans everywhere. He reported, citing an official who spoke on the condition of anonymity due to the sensitivity of ongoing talks, that the Philadelphia Phillies have scheduled a virtual meeting with Bichette for Monday, January 12th. Let that sink in for a moment. The Phillies, a team that just fell one win short of a World Series title, a team with a passionate fan base and a clear win-now mentality, are actively pursuing our shortstop. This isn't just a casual inquiry. It's a direct engagement, a serious overture from a legitimate contender. The fact that an official confirmed this report, even anonymously, underscores the gravity of the situation. It signals that Bichette is not just exploring his options, he is actively engaging with other organizations, and those organizations are making their pitches. This isn't a negotiation tactic. This is a player or his agent genuinely exploring a future outside of Toronto. This development, this tangible movement towards Philadelphia, serves as the undeniable climax of the Bichette saga. It's the moment where the abstract rumors solidify into a very real, very threatening possibility. It's the point of no return, where the Blue Jays must now react, not just plan. Given this increasingly bleak outlook for Bichette's return, the strategic pivot becomes not just logical, but absolutely imperative. And this is where Kyle Tucker enters the spotlight, not as a secondary option, but as the primary, undisputed target. Sportsnaut's Matt Johnson articulates this shift with striking clarity. The Toronto Blue Jays are going to make another big splash in MLB free agency. It's just going to be Kyle Tucker instead of Bichette. This isn't just speculation. It's an informed projection based on the evolving landscape of the market and the Blue Jays' demonstrated willingness to spend big. Johnson's analysis goes deeper, highlighting why Tucker is such a compelling fit for Toronto, especially in the wake of the Bichette news. He points out that while teams like the Los Angeles Dodgers might be interested in Tucker, their preference for short-term, high AAV deals might not align with Tucker's long-term aspirations. The Blue Jays, on the other hand, have shown a clear willingness to commit to long-term, high-value contracts, a strategy that aligns perfectly with securing a player of Tucker's caliber. This is where Toronto's aggressive offseason model, their demonstrated commitment to building a World Series contender, truly shines. Tucker isn't just an all-star outfielder, he's a World Series champion, a player who has performed on the biggest stages under the most intense pressure. He brings not just elite offensive and defensive skills, but invaluable postseason experience, a commodity that the Blue Jays, after falling just one win short of a World Series title, desperately need. Imagine Tucker's calm demeanor, his clutch hitting, his gold glove-caliber defense patrolling the outfield for the Jays. It's a vision that, while bittersweet given the Bichette situation, offers a tantalizing glimpse of a truly formidable roster. The stage is set for a dramatic chase, a high-stakes pursuit where the Blue Jays must now go all in to secure their new cornerstone. So, here we stand at a crossroads that feels both exhilarating and undeniably heartbreaking. The dream of a Bichette-Kyle Tucker tandem, a vision that once filled us with such optimism, has now, by all accounts, evaporated. The reality is stark. The Blue Jays, having made their move for Kazuma Okamoto, are now in a position where they must choose. And with Bichette actively engaging with the Philadelphia Phillies, the writing appears to be on the wall. While the sting of potentially losing a fan favorite, a homegrown talent who has given us so many unforgettable moments, will undoubtedly linger, the strategic pivot towards Kyle Tucker is not just a consolation prize. It's a bold, decisive move to acquire a player who could very well be the missing piece in our World Series puzzle. Think about what Tucker brings to the table. This isn't just another slugger. This is a proven winner, a World Series champion who understands what it takes to perform under the brightest lights. His postseason experience, his calm under pressure, his ability to deliver in clutch situations. These are precisely the attributes that the Blue Jays, after their agonizing near-miss last season, desperately need. We saw the raw talent, the potential, the flashes of brilliance from this team. But that final elusive step, that championship pedigree, that intangible quality that separates contenders from champions, often comes from players who have been there, done that. Tucker embodies that. His arrival would not only solidify an already potent lineup, but also inject a crucial dose of championship-level experience and leadership into the clubhouse. It's a move that signals the Blue Jays are not just aiming for the playoffs, they are aiming for the ultimate prize. The Blue Jays front office knows, with absolute certainty, that they cannot afford to miss out on both Bichette and Tucker. That would be a catastrophic failure of this offseason, a squandered opportunity that would haunt this franchise for years. Therefore, the laser focus on landing Tucker makes perfect, undeniable sense. It's a calculated risk, a strategic gamble, but one with potentially immense rewards. While the emotional attachment to Bichette is deep and genuine, the cold, hard truth of professional sports dictates that sometimes difficult decisions must be made for the greater good of the team's ultimate objective, a World Series title. The pain of seeing Bo potentially leave will be real, a wound that will take time to heal for many fans. He has been a cornerstone, a symbol of the future, and his departure would mark the end of an era. But the potential arrival of a player like Kyle Tucker, a $400 million World Series champion, offers a new beginning, a new hope, and a clear path forward for a team desperate to hoist that trophy. This offseason has been a whirlwind, a testament to the unpredictable nature of baseball. From the initial high hopes of a double splash to the strategic shift forced by the Okamoto signing, and now, the very real possibility of bidding farewell to a beloved star while simultaneously welcoming a new championship-proven hero. It's a narrative filled with drama, intrigue, and high stakes. The Blue Jays are making their moves, and while some will undoubtedly be bittersweet, the ultimate goal remains clear: to build a World Series contender. So, what do you think, Blue Jays Nation? Are you ready to embrace the potential arrival of Kyle Tucker, even if it means saying goodbye to Bo Bichette? Is this the right strategic move for the Blue Jays to finally get over the hump and win it all? I want to hear your thoughts, your frustrations, your hopes, and your predictions. Drop a comment below, and let's get this conversation going. And if you're as passionate about Blue Jays baseball as I am, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our exclusive insights and breaking news. Let's keep the faith, folks, because this Blue Jays offseason is far from over.